Hello, loyal fans of Butterbean. You'll see that Butterbean is dropping in here for another game of Fortnite No-build, which is spectacular. Butterbean is at 18 wins right now. 18 solo wins, that is. 13 duos, and I think 3 squads. So you notice what I'm doing here is a little tactic Indio discovered, where if you spam X, meaning if you just go X, 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 while you're flying, you in essence don't drop, and you can cover a lot of ground. You can see in the mini-map I was covering quite a bit of ground. I wanted to get to this area here because it was really far from the drop. I figured I'd have my time. I could drop in, I could open a few chests. There's one there to the left. There's always one in this tight little square. I look back just to make sure nobody else is coming in. I don't see anyone, so I'm going to drop here in front of this silly statue, pick up an LMG. Like I said, there's always one. Oh yeah, pick up a little 50% health. There's always one right here in the middle of this square. So I'm going to grab something here. That's a green AUG. That's good. I'm at 50% shield, 100% health. I hear a chest in here. There's almost always one sitting right here. I wish it would show you a lot more detail. For some reason there isn't one here this time. This is one of the few games that Butterbean actually has enough ammo. I'm guessing I have enough ammo because I'm not playing with Eli or Indio, who are full-blown ammo hogs. They grab and hoard all the ammo and then act like, oh, Butterbean needs ammo? He's so needy. Pick up a little slurp jug here, get my shield up to 100. It's amazing that I dropped in a minute ago, 2 minutes and 2 seconds ago, and there's already close to 40 people eliminated. I pick up a green or a gold ranger here, which is pretty impressive. I never use this gun, the ranger shotgun, but I'm like, well, legendary? Okay, I'm gonna throw it on that stupid whatever that thing. Oops, I'm just trying to chop there. There's usually a chest in this little hidden underneath the stairs area. I like to have one of these areas in my own house, by the way. It's kind of cool. There's like a little secret-y area. But it's not there. So I'm going to pick up this blue ranger as well. Throw down the green LMG I picked up a minute ago. There's always there's always one in the hot tub. I grab this, and I think I hear somebody right here. I'm like, could there really be somebody here? This is so far away from everywhere. Oh, there he is. So I chase him for a minute. I don't know. He kind of starts to run. Then he thinks about shooting me. I switch over to this legendary ranger because I'm thinking I'm going to be close range on this guy. And there it is, right in the ass. That guy just took one hard. Right in the pupik. So I throw down the ranger for a second, but I'm like, no, I already have an AUG. I believe it's also already a green AUG. And now I'm like, wait a minute, do I hear somebody else coming over here? Now, the circle is around, and look at this, there's not only a guy behind me, but there's a guy out in front of me, there's a guy to the left of me. I don't know what these guys are all doing. Oh, I pick up the sideways weapon. Sideways minigun. It's like the Star Wars gun. It doesn't fire terribly quick. Look at this guy's shooting. I believe he's shooting at me. He's just doing a really bad job of it. So I crouch walk and come around this corner, and there he is. Hit the car a few times. I don't know what these guys, a lot of times I just don't. Now there's someone else here firing at me. I hit him a couple times. Also hit the car a few times. But there's someone else here, as you can see. I accidentally get into the car while I'm trying to reload. Whoops. Make this cash. I actually like the sideways rifle. I mean, this guy's such a bad shot, I don't even need to bother to engage him. I hit him one more time. I threw down my legendary ranger. I accidentally pick up cabbage here. And then I pick up the rifle. I accidentally picked up the apple as well. Threw it down. So these two are going to play footsie here in a second. You can hear them shooting at each other. I jump up here. I'm like, oh, well, there's a chest here. I might as well grab it. These two idiots are shooting each other. Oh, little cash. I've been not so high on cash lately. I've been spending it foolishly. Like somebody on payday. I don't want to mention who spends money foolishly on payday. I don't want to say that they're either white or black. I'm trying to look for a door here to get out and involve myself in this fight. I don't want to have to hack through, so I'm like, alright, I can go all the way around to the back door. The one guy killed the other one, and then he's standing right there, so I'm like, oh, okay, look. You're dead. So, Butterbean has already killed 3 people. I don't want any of their weapons. I'm still at 100 shield and 100 health. You can see on the minimap there really isn't anyone else in this vicinity. There's a guy a little ways from me, and now he starts coming toward me. I think this idiot comes in and starts shooting at me too. I don't... Well, he's 100 shield and 100 health, you can see. I don't see him. He's firing. Still don't see him. I switch over to the sideways rifle, which is a lot. It does a lot more damage, and it's a lot more accurate. And as you see, that dude gets painted. Now there's another guy out a little bit further. So I'm going to go over here, try to pick up this guy's business. There's a chest in there. You can see this guy's also... I don't understand why people who know that they suck come in and just... Like, what's he shooting me with? You know, I immediately start hitting him, and then he tries to run away? I mean, dude, engage or don't. I mean, you can't come in and then be like, oh, never mind, I changed my mind, and try to run away. That's just not going to work. Another sideways weapon, a little bit of cash. You can hear the helicopter out there. I thought about firing at it. And I was like, it's a little far, so I'm not going to. You can see there's literally nobody else on the mini-map here. Storm is still on stage 1. It's about to close, but I'm near the edge, and there it is. I only got to move a little ways here. So I think I slide up to this bush. You know how much Butterbean loves his bush. So I'm going to slide up there. I already have a Blue Ranger. I was looking for an SMG, and I couldn't decide. I mean, I have a 6-pack. Oh, somebody behind me? Who's that? Oh, he's right here in front of me. Oh no, he's right there behind you, Butterbean. He needs... Just again, look at how bad this guy is. He's just getting wrecked. I don't know. Just... So I do take this purple Ranger to replace my blue Ranger. I wanted to take that green SMG just because as the game gets later and later and later, you know that it's all become short-range fighting. And I've got that minigun, which doesn't do a ton of damage, but it shoots quick. I've got the rifle, sideways rifle, which does decent damage and can fire relatively quick. It's better than the minigun. I've got an AUG green, and I've got a blue Ranger. And I've got the 6-pack, and I've got like 4 of them. And I'm like, oh, I can't decide what to do here. Do I want that SMG? I'm like, screw it. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I probably could have thrown down the minigun and stuck with just the rifle and taken the SMG for short range, but I decided not to. I wait here still for a little bit longer just because I'm thinking there might be someone still behind me. And then I realize, you know, that bush right here is probably in the zone, and I can still watch guys behind me and be relatively safe within this bush. I have this quest to chop down trees and to hit weak points. And as you know, Butterbean has a real problem with trying to do these dailies and season ones and try to get all this stuff. So I think I lash out against these trees here, hitting weak points, destroying trees. Look, it is what it is. I'm not proud of it on it, but it's, you know, part of the game. Bounties are part of the game. It's funny, I was buying bounties constantly just to be able to get the bounties done. Not realizing a bounty costs $75, and every time you run over a gold thing, it's like $8. So, I mean, you do the math. I don't know. Butterbean's horrible with numbers. So, I'm not going to say that it takes me 100 times picking up gold to do one bounty. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I got 6 kills here so far. Second wave of the storms coming in. I'm still safe. There's a guy coming up behind me. Oh, it's this idiot in the car. Yeah, and the guy in the helicopter is out there as well. Yeah, and I think about shooting him, but then I'm like, you know what? If I shoot the helicopter, the guy in the car is going to know where I'm at. And I'm like, and by the way, the guy in the car is going the wrong way in the storm. Ray face 00. I mean, dude, there's literally nothing out there, and he rams a tree. I should have known at that point. I should have just shot at him because he's clearly an idiot. But I'm like, you know what? If you get out, maybe I'll engage you. But if you're just going to drive, I'm going to let you do your thing. So he's gone. Again, still no one on my mini-map. Storm closing in behind me. I'm positive that, I'm going to have to move here in a second. You take a drink here, people. It's just water. You know how much Butterbean loves these spider webs, and I thought it was facing the wrong way at first. Look, these little trees are even easier to cut down, so I hit a couple of them. So I realized it is facing the right way, so I hit it. Boom, shakalaka! I throw myself up on the top of this hill, and make sure the last thing I want is some idiot be standing here. No, so pick up some cash. Now I noticed that the helicopter flies by here in a moment. There it is. So I'm like, let me throw down my slurps, pick this up. It's blue, but I can't lock onto it for some reason. Maybe it's too far away, and then if you notice, it just disappears. I don't know what happened there. So I throw that down, pick up my 6-packs again, and I'm going to have to move, and I'm going to have to move quite a fur piece, as it were. I don't know what 399 of 800 vehicle it's shown. I don't remember being in a vehicle this entire time, but I like this little area that's coming up here. You can see there's a guy in front of me, and he's actually now looking back. Now he's kind of standing still there, the Boogie King. Idiot. I like this area. You can slide in from that really high mountaintop from the right. There's a little bit of a valley. There's a house, then a little bit of a valley, and then a nice high top where I've won a couple games in the past. And also lost a couple games in the past. Excuse me. 13 of 100 left here. That house never has anything in it. What's funny is this house up here on the top of this hill, I'm just checking to make sure no one's sliding in on the zip line as I approach it. This house up here almost always has a metamist sitting inside there. So I'm like, all right, let me slide up here and see if there happens to be a metamist here. That would be nice. And there it is, sitting right there. So I run in, I think I discard my 6-packs. I had 3 or possibly 4 of them. Take the metamist instead. I want to make sure nobody's going to slide in on this zip line here behind me. So I check it with the AUG. I don't see anyone over there. We're down to 11 here. This is probably the best game that I had ammo. I think I had actually 500 AUG, 500 Ranger, and like 450 of the other 2 each. So there's a guy on the ground there. There's the bang bus swinging by there. Bailey Brook just got out of it. There's some other guy in a car. They're all shooting at each other. Somebody just died. Now there's 10. There's another dude in a car. You can see the dark dragons over there. This guy just got shot out. These guys are chasing and shooting, and there's 3. Yeah, that guy actually used a rift. That was interesting. It was funny. I used a rift the other day, and the second I used it, I immediately died. I don't really know why. I'm kind of annoyed by that. You can see this guy's dropping in here, and I was afraid that he had spotted me and was going to like drop in on me, and that somehow when people drop in on Butterbean, they immediately shotgun him to the face and he dies. I really don't know why that is, so that's why I kind of hid back here. See a military crate dropping in over there. There's a guy who dropped in. Now, I didn't notice that guy on the right, KBZ. I didn't even see this guy. I think he fires at me right here, too. I think a bullet whizzes by me. Yeah, bullet whizzes by me. I didn't even know where it came from. I think it was him. Now, I'm on the This is the closest I came right there, I think. No, come a lot closer than that. That guy did a poor job. He was had the crown. I do decide here I'm going to pick up this guy's shotgun. I think I throw down the AUG right here because I'm thinking, yeah, I throw down the AUG because I'm like, look, this is close range at this point. There's 5 people left. The circle's tightening, and there's no way I'm going to live through this. Now, there's a jackass in a car pulling an H1Z1, and there's some a-hole, as you can see right there, in the tank still. And I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with some jackhole in a tank. So I'm hoping other guys are going to, you know, light up his tank, as it were, with rockets and whatnot. And if you'll see here in a second, I think, from the right side a rocket comes in. I do have to move up because you see that oh, Rayface, that's that idiot that ran that tree before. He's still in that car driving around. I don't know how he's run out of gas in that thing yet. There's the tank, kind of at a distance. There's the rocket. Somebody's locked onto him, hits him with a rocket. So there's 600 at least worth of damage to the tank. I don't see that guy that's over there, KBZ. There's 5 left. I've killed 7. I think I get to 8 or 9. I like to run near the edge of the storm, and I was looking for any sort of decent cover, and I'm like, ah, crap, there's none. There is this big, thick tree, so I'm going to go here. This KBZ guy's on the other side of that hill. All I'm really trying to do right now is hide so that tank's thermal. I can't get an eyeful of me. I'm looking at him. I see him over there. I know that he's engaging someone else. There's still 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. To my one, the guy to my right is 4, and I'm 5. There's actually a guy right. Oh no! Everybody's kind of in front of me. I see there's a guy kind of, yeah. That KBZ gets into a car. I mean, we're just H1Z1ing this here. Car, tank, and 2 guys out there. So I'm just hiding behind this tree because this tank's about to come to the right here. Yeah, he's moving left to right. I just don't want him to look my direction and spot me with his thermal. And one shot's going to take the tree out, and I got no cover over here, and I'm of course going to die. But you can see that the tank's look at how low the tank is here. I mean, he's almost dead. And I do decide here in a moment, with 4 left now, somebody died. 2 of them are in the thick. They're right next to each other. It's Rayface and tank guy. So I decide here, all right, screw it. I don't know what's up, but I see the sparks flying out. It doesn't look like it's doing well, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna hit this thing with what I can, and boom, baby, that baby blows up. So that guy, I think he shockwaves himself, and I almost die here. I mean, I'm down to 43. All my shield is gone. I accidentally walk into the storm. I've got the meta miss, so I'm going to bring myself back up. There's only 2 of us left now somehow. I don't know where Rayface is, and this is that idiot that was in the car before. There he is. I spawn him. I could move to my ranger. I'm lighting him up. He decides to run. And that is not going to get the job done, my friend. And then, Rick Astley time. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie or hurt you. So listen, it's been great that you stopped by and saw me and Rick Astley. That's win number 19 for Butterbean.